Alright, so about 3 years ago, I walked into a gun store by my house to look at the used guns like I always do. And I mostly like revolvers. And I saw something sitting there. And I'm walking out with it. And I hadn't expected to buy this gun. Well, I had to wait 3 days or whatever. But I ended up buying it. I didn't walk out with it that day, but I bought it that day. And this is what it was. I wasn't expecting to buy this. If you hear this noise, they're plowing the streets out there. Jesus, sounds like the whole, sounds like bombs going off, these idiots. I don't know how many thousand pounds trucks are plowing 2 inches of snow. You just drive right over the snow, whatever. Everybody knows this gun. Beretta 84. Everybody likes this gun. I don't know anybody that doesn't like a Beretta 84. Even if you don't like 380, I'm not really too opinionated on it because I don't own 9mm, so I don't care. That's what they argue about, which is better, 380, 9mm. And I really don't, I don't care about that conversation, that argument. This is the old one with the round trigger guard. And there's no decocker on this gun. You can carry it cocked and locked, and if you want to decock it, you have to decock it manually with the live round. And but man, check this out, man. This is crazy. I seen this laying there, and here's the original wood grips in there. And and I said, man, let me see that. And I could see the price tag. It said something 50, and I thought it said $950. Because these new, they're going to cost you about $900, man. 7 something plus tax. You're going to be about $850. $800. They're expensive guns. These are really expensive guns for a new one. And they got the square trigger guard on them, the new ones, with the decocker. And that's just less cool than this gun. This is, cocked, and then it's locked. When you rack the slide, that's back. The only way to get that back forward is to decock it by hand. So I think this gun was designed to be carried cocked and locked, as far as I can tell. But back then, they didn't care about safety like they do now. They said, okay, you chamber around, and then you decock it like that, which is obviously your finger slips off, and then boom, it's going to fire. Well, if you move the trigger out as you bring that down, it could eliminate that because there is a firing pin block. The trigger has to be back for when that hits, but you know what I mean. It's not the But this is awesome. This is a cool gun because you could decock that manually and then carry it, and it's just cool. You don't have that stupid decocker on there. Yeah, you can see this thing. But and I've put about 300 rounds through this thing of Cellar Balot. How do you pronounce that ammo? And you're looking at now, it's 100% clean. I mean, even the extractor. I pushed that pin, knocked that pin out, took the extractor out and cleaned it. And, man, what a cool gun. You want to know what I said? I thought it said $950 when I saw it. It actually said $495. That was the price tag. And I thought it said $445. It was like scribbling. And I said, why don't you call the owner and see if he'll take $400? Now, I thought it said $445. It said $495. So I'm asking for $95 off. I thought I'm asking for $45 off. So why don't you call him real quick, see if he'll take $400. If he'll take $400, I'll buy it right now. Cash. So they said, okay. They call the owner. The owner says, okay. I didn't realize I was June him down. Can I say June him down? I didn't realize I was doing the guy down 95. I thought I'm doing him down 45. And I don't mean that. I don't have anything against Jewish people. That's just a term that we use where I grew up. We're not too politically correct around here. And yeah. So I walked out with the gun, you know. And man, what a cool gun. What a great shooter, man, this gun is. Oh my God. And when you're shooting, you know, you're shooting single action only. You rack that and it's boom, single action, single action. And you could shoot a double action, or if you get a misfire or like a failure to fire. So, but man, isn't that cool with the round trigger guard? And, you know, stainless steel guide rod. I mean, everything. Just a really beautiful gun. And I actually like the plastic grips over the wood ones. I think it's just, man, just a great feeling gun. And as far as the 380 9mm, I said I don't have an opinion. You know, I do have an opinion. The 380 rounds these days, man, they have as much power as 9mm rounds used to have. Just about. The argument, they got some snappy 380 rounds these days. And you load those 380 rounds in here. Oh, this is 13 plus 1. That's a lot of rounds, man. 14 rounds. And this is a pretty small gun, smaller than most 9mm. A little bit, or about the same size. But, you know what? People say that 380, oh, there's no power, but then they carry a 9mm. You know, it's the same thing. It really is. You're not going to do anything with you get shot in the chest with this, you're going to go down as quick if this is the 9mm. Which might not be that quick. You know, I've seen a video on YouTube, a guy robbing a store. Guy shoots him with a 9mm 7 times. And the guy ran like a block and he died. So, you know, that'll kill you. But can you imagine if someone has a gun pointed at you or someone else and they're shooting someone and you shoot them? They're going to turn and keep boom, 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 keep shooting you. That's what stinks about those rounds. Someone's shooting someone here and you're over there and you shoot them because they're shooting these people over here. They're going to turn and start shooting at you. Because it's going to take them it might take them a little while to die with those rounds. And you want to shoot them. They're shooting people over here. You're over there. You want to shoot them with like a 44 Magnum. I mean, you know, let's be honest, man. That's what you want. Boom. They're just done. You know, 45 ACP or whatever. Do you want like a 44 Magnum? You want this guy to stop. You don't want him to turn and shoot you. I mean, in military, that's even more ridiculous. They got that 9mm. Can you imagine you're in a room full of people, close quarters in the military, and you come in a room full of guys with guns shooting at you, and you start shooting with a 9mm? Say you hit them first. You want them to drop. You're going to hit them first, and then they're going to shoot you and kill you? That's just stupid, man. It don't make no sense. But that being said, this is a really cool gun. And believe me, you know, a 380, you know, anything is would be good to have, you know. I'd rather carry a 357 Magnum, something like that. But like I said, at least you get some rounds with this. You know, most 380s you don't. And you know, they're so small. They're really annoying to shoot. You pull this out, this thing is super accurate, man. Oh my God, it's so easy to shoot. At least you're going to hit what you're shooting at with this. So, it's just a beautiful gun. And that's coming from someone that doesn't like the 380. I don't like 92FS, even though this looks like a 92FS, but it's much better looking and it's a better size. So these are just great guns. Everybody likes these guns. They make a Beretta 85. This is a double stack magazine. And there you go. See a 13 plus 1. This is a double stack. They make this same gun in a single stack. It's a little bit thinner. But you know what? It's not that much thinner. And everybody wants this one with the double stack. Over that 85. Everybody wants the 84. That's probably why these are so expensive. But anyway, I bought this gun for $400, man. It had barely been shot. You know, I put about 300 rounds through it, and you could see a little bit of wear on like the feed ramp and just signs of it being used, but just ever so slight. And this is definitely a keeper, man. You're not going to see me selling this. And if I do, it'd be for like a good amount of money. Like if someone said, "Yeah, I'll give you 900," I'd say, "Okay." That's about it. That's what it would take, though. So they offered me 600 or so. I'd just keep it. I said, you know. And I shoot it too. I haven't shot it in a while, but it's so fun to shoot. Super accurate, man. It's crazy. You shoot fist size, super small. Boom, just boom, boom, boom. And just dump through those rounds. So no jams, nothing. Just super reliable. These are known for being super reliable, these guns. I mean, who's ever had one jam? You know, I never heard of anybody's even having one jam. So anyway, I just thought I'd give you guys a look at that. It's something I bought about 3 years ago. Oh, yeah, I love this thing. It's yeah, great gun.